Is it recording? It is recording. Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first special guest Saturday. With me, I have Isaac Johnson.
Hello.
One of my good friends, and also a very talented musician. So, let's jump into the interview. So, Isaac, what inspires you to make music?
Just listening to music, really. Obviously, when I was kind of 12, 13, started listening to all sorts of different bands. Got really interested in it. Started teaching myself guitar. I just kind of like the idea of that kind of feeling that you get when you listen to music, and potentially giving that to other people through doing my own stuff. That was the main kind of
Definitely
reason
trying
behind
to
it.
connect with people, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Through your own experiences. Excellent. Who would you most like to collaborate with?
Don't know really. I probably wouldn't be good enough to collaborate with a lot of people that I'd want to.
I'm sure you would be.
Yeah, I mean you'd hope so, like, wouldn't you? But I don't know really. I'd say I think beyond kind of famous artists, probably my brother would be one that I'd quite like to do some music with, because well, obviously I haven't got a chance at the minute, but I quite like his style of music. Obviously he's quite knowledgeable and knows his stuff when it comes to producing music and writing music. So
So what band is it that he's in?
he does a few different bits. He's in the Dorman Long, which is him and one of his mates from college, and they do kind of folk indie music. He's in the South Martins with my dad, which is tribute act to Paul Heaton, which is kind of 90s independent artist. And he just does a few different bits. He's a music teacher by trade during the day, and obviously kind of does that stuff on weekends when he gets the time.
Yeah, and so a lot of the Dorman's Long music, it's a lot like based around the industrial side of Teesside, isn't it?
Very much.
A lot of it's based sort of around, around Stockton and the experience of growing up around here. So growing up around here yourself, how do you feel about the live music scene around Stockton?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think there's a lot of great venues. I used to work at a venue myself, Cuba, which obviously has a lot of local artists and bands that come, and even bands from further afield. So I know the kind of organiser there is quite keen to get bands that are kind of up and coming from around the country.
Of course, like with Stockton Calling, obviously there was there was a festival a couple of years ago, and they had quite a few acts from around the country.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. Those little one day events they do, and they do some in Middlesbrough too, and in Redcar as well. I think there's great opportunities if you're a local artist. A lot of great artists kind of coming through at the minute. Even like people I went to school with, just kind of starting bands and getting on the gig scene, coming out with singles. I'd say it's great. Obviously, it's never going to kind of compare to the likes of like Manchester or
Liverpool and
like a traditional music city like that. But I think it's it's a great place to be if you're a local artist.
It doesn't do bad for a little town, does it? So, what's your favourite song to perform and why?
To perform? Do you mean to other people?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't really perform with other people. I play for myself a lot of the time. I've never kind of developed it to the point of playing to crowds or doing kind of open mic nights or anything like that. I'd say my favourite song to play is probably Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix.
Classic.
Yeah, it's just one of those that kind of, it's just like kind of instinctual. I'll pick up a guitar and it's kind of almost like a sort of muscle memory just kind of comes to me. I'd say in terms of my favourite songs that I like to, because I've tried to start singing more, and singing and performing and playing guitar. I'd say probably my favourite song to sing is "In My Life" by the Beatles. It's a song that obviously means quite a lot to me. It's quite a nice tune.
Yeah. It's always good to have those songs that, like Little Wing, that have been with you, since the beginning. They're among some of the first things you learn to play. Like obviously a lot of people's guitar heroes, it's like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and obviously when you're learning their tunes in the beginning, it's always good to carry them with you. So what's the best advice you've been given with regards to music?
Advice. Just practicing. I spoke to my older brother a lot when he started, or when I started playing music. And a lot of his advice was just kind of practice every day. Just make sure you're doing the right things. Just kind of nail down some of your favorite songs and get a kind of style that you like playing. That, and I'd say on the singing side of it, because I do a bit of that as well. I'd say just recording yourself, and I guess that applies to guitar as well.
Yeah.
Just recording yourself playing, just getting a feel for, listening back to it and getting a feel for what you kind of like and what you don't like so much, and trying to kind of fine tune it to get better. I'd say that massively, especially with singing, that massively helped me, because when I first started, I didn't really have a clue how to sing. I just kind of,
you and me both.
I just kind of just played guitar and talked. But a lot of stuff online was very helpful. A lot of kind of vocal warm-ups. A lot of tips about how to kind of improve your tone, improve your your range and stuff. I'd say those are the main things. Just kind of, I think it's just persistence. Really, just persistence and doing it over and over and getting the right habits.
Yeah, putting the consistent work in, and even if it's only like 5 minutes a day, because obviously I know you're very busy at the moment with uni and that sort of thing and work.
Oh yes.
But yeah, that is one main thing that I think it's really good advice that I've been given as well, is just consistency. That is the key to really anything that you want to practice. Right, and those were all the questions that I had for you. So
fantastic.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
It's very nice talking to you.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed that and learned something. Excellent. Right.
Bye. See ya.
Shall see you later.